Hello everyone. So today I'm going to just be making like a tutorial on like cylinder lining, corsets, just some stuff that I was requested. Um, and a lot of you don't know how to insert the files that I use or the files that I put in my server. And essentially you'll just click on this model button and then go to here and then you can insert whatever you want and it'll pull up with a little menu where you can insert the file. So I'm just going to quickly insert the corset. Which is here. And then I'm gonna do it on my corset first. And so I'm just gonna do like a super simple and easy one because it's not really like about being hard, it's about just like making it look like a corset. So I'm just gonna start with like an upward shape here. And then I'm gonna do kind of the opposite to the bottom. So I'm gonna use rotation 10. With Archimedes. And then for the bottom, I'm just gonna do it like sort of the exact opposite of that. I'm just gonna go like up instead. And I changed my rotation to 5 just for this part. And you can just do like different shapes with corsets. I'm just doing like an easy kind of ugly shape because they're like really easy. Then I'm just gonna take my reflect tool and reflect it through I have a middle line. If you don't have a middle line, you can just place the block and line it up to where you feel is right. But middle lines are helpful, so I'd recommend getting one because a lot of like advanced builds, you definitely want it to be even because if it doesn't, you end up looking kind of stupid. Oh. Accidentally move that. So I'm just going to be resizing this so I only get this part, because I'm about to be negating my entire torso. And this is not the way everyone does it, this is the way I do it just because, I don't know, I've always done it like this, so, you know. So I'm just gonna union this, duplicate my torso, and then union the negated part to my torso, and then I'll get this, and then if I resize it, it should show up. And then I'm just gonna color it with B tools, and we'll make it like, we'll make it pink. No, we'll make it like gray. And then if we wanted to like, this is ugly, but if we wanted to like line it, so for cylinder lining is actually like really easy. Like you're essentially just going along the lines that you already make, that you have done, and just like tracing them with cylinders. And what it helps to do is just like add like a 3D effect. So I'm just gonna take this and change it to 10. Excuse me. Excuse me again. And wait a minute. Oh, okay. And just trace along like what I already had. And so when you want to do the sides, you're just going to change it to like whatever the other thing is, like whatever the other Archimedes axis is. And you're gonna make sure you're wanting it to go like in, because obviously you want it to go around the side. And then you're gonna have much smaller parts, and you can, I do 10 just because it's like the easiest to do with cylinders. And you just like make sure it goes over the side and like down the side of your corset like this. And you should get something like that. And then you do it to the bottom. And then I guess I'm gonna just do like a button corset because I don't feel like doing a whole lot, but I could also just show like a laced corset, I guess, as well. So what I'm gonna take with these cylinders is, oh, let me disable my Archimedes. I'm just gonna union these cylinders. Actually, I'm gonna wait to union them for now, until I have the other side done. I'm just gonna reflect it on my middle thing, and then I'm just gonna do a cylinder here in the middle, so I can like. I'll do the lace one first. So for the lace, I'm just gonna have 2 cylinders like this, and then if I want it to be perfectly symmetrical, I could reflect it again. And then you're just gonna do like X's here, essentially. Just as like very beginner. Not like if you wanted to do something like crazy detail, but like let's say you wanted like one like this. You could just like duplicate these until you get to filling the whole thing. Like this is ugly, but corsets are relatively simple. And if you wanted to do a button one, you could just like do this and add buttons, like button, 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 button. Anyways, it's pretty much the same on that corset. It's not super different. I guess like the only maybe thing is like doing cylinder lining over boobs. You're gonna have to like change your rotation a bit more frequently than when you're doing it on like the 2D parts of your corset because obviously boobs are more 3D, but you would essentially just like use your Archimedes and just follow along. Like, and you can like look at it from different angles to make sure like you're going along it properly. Whether you need to like increase, decrease the size, etc. And then you could like let's say you wanted like something like that. You could do that and then like adjust it so that it would be going around the boob rather than like obviously like sticking out, which you don't want. You want it to be as lined up against the boob as you possibly can. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. And then you could just like go in until you get there. And that's just like a simple cylinder lining tutorial. You honestly can just like trace whatever you build with cylinders and it like does the trick. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't like clearly remember what other tutorials people were asking for, but those were 2 that were the most recent and most fresh in my mind. Yeah, it really isn't super different on this corset. The only thing with cylinder lining is this corset is 3D, unlike mine. So with the cylinder lining, you'll have to like go along this as well, which is not that hard. Like let's say like you were trying to like cylinder line like a panty that you did. all you would have to do is like change your rotation or change your like axis to be whatever, like pitch or the other one. I think it's pitch and roll. It would just switch between the two so you are able to line it up with the corset. So yes, and I sorry I was a little clueless in this video. I haven't recorded one of these in quite some time, but I hope that was somewhat helpful. Yeah,